RDA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the Colts are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Mike 37. Mike 36.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's swung out wide to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On play action, now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Brady's throw there complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Watch the end. One. Where are they, team? Check three. Watch twist. Out.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's checking crab. Safe.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
This is the tight end fan, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. To throw is Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Mariota. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Renfro. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Brady will get this into the hands of Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Mariota on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Rush in.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Shift. Ringo.
They'll throw again. Mariota taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
Strong right. 3 down.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Touchdown 49ers. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
36 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Brady.
5-36. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Niners 28, Colts 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
36 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going up top for Kupp. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sean Williams. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a game of 20. And let's get this ball. First down.
Brady now on first down. And now here is another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. There he goes left side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Mariota. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Noah Fant with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Indy. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 36. Oh, that'd be two.
Here's Brady.
Any day.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Watch tight end. Three down, three down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 48-yard line.
Slam, slam. Kill.
To the air again, Mariota.
You got tight right there.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Throwing is Mariota. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
4th down, Mariota. He's got his tight end Fant, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota going right back to Fant. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to go up top for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown in the blowout.
YBN want a thing up.